Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So my surroundings are different because I'm currently away for work, and this seems to be the best place that has the best lighting in this hotel room. But basically I was going to wait until I got back to India. I'm currently in KL, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and I head back to India today. So I was going to wait until I got back to India until I check out all things that have happened Eurovision related this week, but the anticipation of just checking out my entry, the UK's entry, is just too overwhelming. Like, British friends, really good friends who are casual Eurovision fans are reaching out to me, asking me what I think. I'm like, don't message me. I haven't listened to it yet. And then obviously I've had to kind of disengage from social media to a point. And so I'm not saying that it's become unsustainable, but I feel, as a Brit, it seems silly that I have this small amount of time now not to check it out before I venture back to India. Because my flight is like 2 a.m. I don't get back till 5 a.m, and it's. So we have our act. It's the act that has been floated around for some time now. So the act is Remember Monday. So a country music girl group. So even though the name got announced, I didn't check out any of their previous discography. I hadn't heard any of their previous songs, just in case obviously it wasn't the act and I didn't want to get super excited about a red herring, shall we say. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to educate myself slightly on what this band entails. I think that's probably wise as I'm raw dogging this. I don't know anything about this band. Okay, I've decided to go to a UK newspaper, news outlet, The Independent. Yes, that's where I align. Anyway, cool. So I know, and social media has told me the song is called What the Hell Just Happened. Country music group, got that already. Okay, anything else? Remember Monday said, what the hell just happened is exactly how we're feeling right now. It's all very surreal. Our friendship goes so far back. Yeah, they've been friends for a while, right? They've been friends since school. I did know that. So the fact that we're getting the chance to live that dream. Now listen, I'm hoping that this is a band that, I wouldn't say follow Eurovision like I do, but it would be great to send an act. Like, it was quite nice last year having Ollie represent the UK, who had a genuine interest in Eurovision. Like, I saw the interviews with Mae Muller the year before. I don't think the girl had much of a past relationship with Eurovision, but Ollie was a Eurovision fan, and so I'm hoping that this is the case with these girls as well. So when they go on to kind of like the promo tour, shall we say, which I must admit the last few years with Sam Ryder, Mae Muller, Ollie, like they did a lot of the preview parties and they really did get around, and their exposure to Eurovision really came out in interviews that made them extremely endearing to a Eurovision fan. We're going to be the first girl group to represent the UK. Say it again, say it, robbed. I was one of the few people that bought Precious's album, I must say. I had Precious's album. We're going to bring loads of fun, energy, and hopefully do something that you won't have seen before on the Eurovision stage. Okay. Their Key Change musical theatre-esque song. Okay, Key Change musical theatre-esque. That should be everything that Shane's about. It's not upbeat pop track about a fun night out with friends. Showcases the group's harmonies. There is something that's worth noting. When this act was rumoured, a lot of people, particularly, let's be honest, after Mae Muller, after Ollie, whilst I love both songs, whilst I still am sat here on a chaise longue, I'm still proud to a point in regards to elements of what we sent the last 2 years, should we say it like that. There was some excitement about sending an amazing live vocalists, and so that's what I was calling for after last year. It's straight after Ollie's result. I was like, I don't care about the song anymore, can we just send someone to Eurovision who we know that we can sit back and not have to worry the whole Eurovision promo season whether they're going to be able to sing this song live effectively. Okay, previously competed in The Voice in the UK. Okay, so that's where they got their kind of exposure. They were eliminated before the final. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Chosen by Sam Ryder's manager. Sam Ryder's, is that not the same no, it was Sam Ryder's management that chose Mae Muller, right? So Sam Ryder's manager, okay, that gives me hope. Because we know, Sam Ryder came second. Okay, May said, I've had the pleasure of working across multiple areas in the music industry for nearly 2 decades. Every now and then you meet an artist on the verge of turning into something truly outstanding. That is Remember Monday. Okay. True class act and a combination of vocal prowess, charisma, professionalism, and unwavering drive. It's our job to help them reach their full potential, and it's one I will take great pride in. I think, has names not already been floated around in regards to who's doing the staging? If it's the same guy that did Sam Ryder's staging, that would make me very happy. If it's just the team that gave Sam Ryder what we got at Eurovision, let's just repeat that then. They are a band that have known each other for a very long time. They've appeared in musical theatre. Lucy Jones, I Will Never Give Up on You. She's musical theatre. She performed it like a musical theatre, which some people found off-putting. Oh, we're getting some information about the songwriters now. They've worked with Little Mix, Anne-Marie, MNEK, Love, 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 and Stengard previously co-wrote Only Teardrops, performed by Emily DeForest, and We Will Rave. I'm more excited about the Emily DeForest. Duo Bill and Ted said the song is a wild ride that throws it back to Queen's epic theatrics. Gosh, that's a bold statement. A wild ride that throws it back to Queen's epic theatrics while taking a fresh twist on the classic sound. Noted. They added, it's our own nod to doing something different, similar to how Sam Ryder embraced his David Bowie influence. There are some pretty wild, bold statements going around. This better be epic. Susie Lamb, managing director at the BBC, were over the moon to be working with Remember Monday. From the moment we met them, their energy, authenticity, and passion for music was incredibly infectious, and we can't wait for the rest of Europe and beyond to fall in love with them. The song is a real earworm. They said that about Electro Velvet. Whilst I was on that train and no one else was, they got off the first stop and shows off their amazing vocals and flawless harmony. Okay, so I feel somewhat informed going into this, so it's never easy checking out your own. Right, let's do this. Now, those that know me know I love a girl band, I love country, and I love musicals. This is the snippet I've heard. I have heard a 7-second snippet. So this is the chorus. I thought it might be the climax, leading into a final chorus. The harmonies are insane. There's the flashback moment, right? I'm preferring this verse much more with the beat on it. Huh. Okay. I am not emotively involved with Eurovision where songs have to be amazing, and if they're not, something dies inside. I love Eurovision for its escapism. It's always been a bit of fun. I really like the potential of this song. Let's go through what I like. I like the fact that it's a girl band. Love a girl band. I love the fact that we're sending a package and a group that can sing live, proven track record. I think harmonies on stage will pop, and I think luckily we don't need to go through a semi-final, so we can think about juries where people who have to go through semi-finals don't get that luxury. They've got to get past the semi-final first, which is 100% televote. So we can go into this with juries in mind. And in recent memory, the juries have been much more kinder to us than the televote. So I'm not angry that we're sending potentially more of a jury-friendly song than televote. I like the fact that Sam Ryder's manager is on board. I like the fact the music video would suggest, are they signed to a big label? I saw that the song would be released on a big label, but are they signed? Because the last 2 years we've had May Muller and we've had Ollie delivering pretty decent music videos, but that's with record label money. I don't know what the deal is with this act when it comes to being on a record label. So I know the BBC, record labels aside, I know the BBC will come up with the chump change to send this to Basel with decent staging. I'm not put off by it in any stretch of the imagination. I can see the potential for this to be complemented on stage with some sort of visual, but they're going to have to do something visually on that stage to make that chorus pop. I can't change my tastes. I love country. I love girl bands. I love musical theatre. I'm not a huge fan of that chorus. So that's the God's honest truth. And like I said, I had heard a 7-second snippet. I foolishly got tempted by the dark side, and I clicked on a video that got released way like 5 or 6 days ago. But it's that the chorus sounded like it was leading up to a final chorus. I thought it was a bridge when I heard that bit. It feels like a bridge. And I'm a chorus guy, always have been, always will be. And I love everything about the song. I'm not a massive fan of the chorus, and that's a deal breaker for me. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to not give my 110 support for this song. Of course it's not. Like, these are my girls. Like, you know, I'm already extremely proud that we're sending this, irrespective of whether I'm going to now listen to this, whether this is going to take over my apparently playlist of 2 at the moment, which includes Netherlands. It's not. But there is a lot here to be very hopeful about. There is a lot here to be very positive about being a Brit. And, you know, social media has been very interesting the last few days, knowing the song has been released and seeing the reactions. The reactions are somewhat mixed, actually. People either really, really love it, or people really, really don't. And then you've got kind of, you know, the people in the middle being like, you know, you know, but they are very, very few. It's really interesting. And I don't know whether that's enough evidence to say that it's a Marmite song. And I've always said Marmite songs are quite good, actually, because you don't want a meh song. And some people might have said, I don't think anyone hated Ollie's song last year, but also I don't remember many people putting it in their top 3 either. And that's a dangerous world to be in, because no one's going to, like, most people will the Eurovision fans will probably vote 8 people on the night. And like the casual viewer is not going to vote more than 2 or 3. So if you've got a meh song, you haven't got hope's hell chance, hope's whatever that phrase is, of getting people to pick up the phone for you. Like, there is on social media people who absolutely love it that aren't just Brits. And so that does give me hope. It's interesting. Like, I do feel, and I am sympathetic to some British Eurovision fans where they kind of feel a bit exasperated, be like, what do you want us to send? It's like, you know, we do understand as British Eurovision fans that, like, the British music industry, you know, it's something we are unbelievably proud of, and it's something that has probably made up a big part of our identity over the last goodness knows how many years. So the pressure is on when it comes to obviously selecting and sending our artists, and we know that. So we always kind of assume that people are going to be underwhelmed unless it's an Adele or an Ed Sheeran. But I can kind of get into the mindset of the BBC about why they're sending this. At the end of the day, we need a live vocalist. We need a vocalist that can go to the Eurovision stage live. We need a song that is high energy. I'm just trying to think what we have this year. Like, obviously that doesn't compare to anything. I think, you know, it's, for me and my music taste, I don't think it's a particularly strong year this year. So that helps us as well. But I just think with their charisma, you can see in the music video that they have charisma. Mae Muller had charisma, but she just didn't, unfortunately, have the live vocals to back it up. So I can see how this could be elevated to push this on the left-hand side. And we're going back to the UK mindset, particularly I am anyway. The Sam Ryder memory has become somewhat of a distant memory, I must say, after experiencing Eurovision as a UK fan the last 2 years. Sam Ryder is a distant memory. So I'm going back to like just left-hand side of the board. Do a Germany last year, because that just literally gave Germans like the absolute, confidence moving forward. And it's quite nice in the sense of like, I do think this act has nothing to lose. And so it could potentially be a really good launching platform for them. Like, Ollie had a lot to lose last year. Mae Muller, it should have been a launching platform for her. And it had all the grounds to do that. I blame her record label, actually. Something went wrong with that record label, because the album is a decent album if you haven't heard Mae Muller's album. But this has the potential to launch this band, who obviously is having some success, but they need a kind of big break to really take effect, because apparently on all accounts, everything I've read, but everything I knew anyway, they're a talented act. Listen, irrespective of my feelings of the song, I'm getting behind this song 110%. I can kind of understand the logic about why this has been chosen. I am lying here on my chaise longue, somewhat hopeful that we have an opportunity potentially to be on the left-hand side of the board, and I think that's because of them. That's because of them. Not the song, but them and the names that are attached to this is what I'm going to say. I've checked it out, so now I can really, really get into the, I'll say the dark web, but that's unprofessional and illegal, into the depths of social media to see what everyone's saying. So yeah, those are my thoughts. More importantly, what do you think? Do you like the song? Do you not like the song? Be honest, but be respectful. And if this is the first time you're here, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.